What's going on, guys? It's your man Big Vegg, and we in the building, man. We in New Jersey, Elizabeth, I believe. You know what I'm saying? We doing it up, hip hop style. You know, my medallions is glowing tonight because hip hop is definitely in its proper respect tonight. I'm here with my man Ray Pearson, and we're here doing the listening party for Where It Started, which is the newest EP that dropped or is dropping.
It's gonna be dropping on Halloween.
Okay. So by the time you might be tapping into this interview, if it's out, make sure you go get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I'll be on all streaming platforms and all that stuff, right? Yeah. So you're from the Bronx, foundation of hip hop. You know, let's give him a little bit of a backstory. How long have you been doing MCing?
Since I was 13 years old, when I first recorded. When the second I recorded my first song, it was Takeoff. I've been writing since 12, but I haven't.
13
music
was the age.
Yes, it started. Yes, definitely.
Okay. Now, so you've been doing this for a long time. So I'm sure you've evolved. You went through different changes. You tried things, and give us a little bit of your journey, finding your style. Especially, kind of how I told you off camera. You know, you're a spitter. You're an MC. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I feel like that's a lost element in today's era of hip hop and rap music. So give us a little bit of a backstory on your journey of how you got here.
I mean, one thing, I was heavily inspired by Pun, Eminem, my older brother, Cuban Link, and Jay-Z, and I studied all them guys, and
I hear Pun out of you.
I'm
sure you get that a lot.
Yeah. And I don't shy away. At one point I tried to stay away from it because, with Pun's son coming up, I didn't want that clash. Right. So I shied away from it. And, nothing against Chris. It was just something where I no longer need to hide from it. I embrace it because as much as people celebrate big, and we all celebrate big, Pun was as important. And so,
especially to the Bronx.
Exactly. And so, that needs to be, we need to celebrate Pun more because, he did leave a huge impact on the industry. And, I just don't think it's celebrated enough. But I studied all them guys, and I molded myself into who I am today based off their direction and the path that they paved.
That's what's up, man. I mean, Pun, first Latin rapper to go platinum. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and he's just so many accolades. But even beyond the accolades, I mean, taking the step from like a coochie rap with the syllabistic style, and flipping it to making his own and bringing it back into that era, right? So shout out to Pun's son, Chris Rivers as well. Where it all started. How many tracks is on the EP?
Originally it was 5 up until about 2 weeks ago when I hit the producer. I'm like, yo, we need to add a 6th song. And that, was Capital Tactics, where there is a great presence on that song. And I'm not even talking about myself. It was just something where my skill needed to thank that presence. And I was happy that, the world will get to hear it now.
So when people hear where it all started, what do you want, your listeners to get from it?
I want them to take away that I managed to do something during a time where, there was no plan Bs, there was no, I was affected just like any other artist, and I managed to take the time that was needed.
Cause you're independent.
Exactly. I took the time that was needed to push myself even more rather than kicking my feet up and just being lazy. I did everything that I was supposed to do to build this.
You said it drops Halloween. So, like I said, if you guys checking this out after Halloween of October 2020, go check it out. Go get it. That's what's up. So we have, you said 6 tracks on the album. What guest appearances you have on the album?
I got Jay Rose from Rose Code Music, the CEO of Rose Code Music. I got Post, JR The Truth, Lefty. Who else I got on there? I got 13 who's singing on the song with me and Jay Rose in the rain. So
it's a nice range of different types of guests.
Right. Yes, I didn't want to overdo the guest because I wanted to. That's one thing that I needed to do on my own was build myself as a solo artist rather than rely on
guest features to make albums pop.
Exactly, and I didn't want to overdo it, but I wanted whoever I wanted was my personal choice, and there's reasons behind it, and I was able to do that.
Production. Who's handling the production on the album?
Famine produced. He masterminded the entire EP.
Oh wow.
He did the entire thing. He brought everything that I wrote and recorded. He brought it all to life.
So you had one producer for the whole joint.
One producer. Because one thing about me is that I'm a fan of the producer, artist, the Eric B and the Rakim, Jazzy J.
So the producer and artist, or in this case, producer and MC relationship.
Exactly. I'm telling you, that's the whole thing of bringing it back to the roots of it, because it's like, you don't get that nowadays.
No, you don't. You get 10 million, and there's nothing wrong with that. We not knocking y'all if y'all get 10 million producers. That's cool, but. Before I think, who was it? It was Nas or Biggie that did it first. I think it was Nas with Illmatic, right? Don't hold me to that. Cause I know it's one of those. It was either Illmatic or it was either Ready to Die.
Well, Ready to Die was was Puff, but Big still had production from different.
Premiere.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He had multiple producers. I know it was either Biggie or Nas that started that whole formula. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying,
Right. Yeah. No. There was, you got those who paved the way. Jazzy J and the Fresh Prince.
That's right.
Not Jazzy J. Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. And you got a different range of artists who's done it. Right. And that's something that I've always been a fan of, because it builds a foundation, and that can elevate and go other places. And that's definitely something that another lost art in the industry, and that's something I definitely wanted to do.
That's what it is. So the EP is out right now, because we're probably checking it out after. Or if it isn't, get ready, Halloween 2020. That's what's up. So what are your future plans? I mean, obviously we're gonna push this EP for a while. Do we have any music video singles out yet, or?
We're gonna be linking up to do the video for I'm Nice, which is the first song off the EP. And we're gonna go on our promo run. We're gonna see where it takes us. The EP is definitely a build-up. It's a prelude to the original project that was supposed to come out, which is Apartment 2F, which is my old apartment in the Bronx that I grew up in. So
is this like an album, or?
That would be the full length. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Got you. Dope. So obviously that's gonna be next. Do you have anything else? Because we have literally, I want to say 2.5 months into 2020 before we hit 2021. So what do you have planned for the rest of the year that you could say?
Write more music, record more music, promote. See what opportunities is there to perform, if there's any to perform. As well as continuing to do my live stream, Quarantine and Rap, try to get more credible guests, independent artists with the history to pick their brain, and keep pushing that while we get through the pandemic.
Right. Because we're going to be in this situation for a little bit. Talk about the show. What's it called? Rapping.
Quarantine and rap.
Quarantine and rap. Okay. So what's the theme behind that? I mean, it makes sense, but just in case they don't get it.
Quarantine and rap is just basically, like I'm one person that, I've had, my Yodas along my journey, like my cousin DJ Heck Tech from the Bronx. And, I've always been one person that I will never try to overstep where I am as a student. I like to learn and take that and run with it. And with Quarantine and Rap, what I wanted to accomplish was not only for other artists to pick the brain or sponge up everything, someone with a history, I wanted to do it as well. But also, I wanted my platform, I wanted Quarantine and Rap to be a tree. Because you walk up to a tree and you see branches as well. And so what I want artists to know is that you can come to Quarantine and Rap, and I can with my very best, point you to other live streams or radio show hosts. It's like, yo, I went to Quarantine and Rap, and from there I was able to book 5 interviews. Or I went to Quarantine and Rap, and I was able to book myself a performance. And that's the whole purpose, is being a home for other artists that they can, feel comfortable enough to come to my platform. And I don't like, because I never really liked the traditional interview. Like, send me a short bio and they'll interview you based on 5 sentences. So I've always tried to prep my questions, listen to something that person says, pull from that, because it'll always tie to something that I've already prepped. And that's only to, for the artist, for the artist, I'm one for the artist. And that's basically, Quarantine and Rap, where you at with your journey, how has life affected you, how are you doing in life, especially these times, not only with COVID, but, police brutality, how has that affected your creativity, how has that affected your home life, your home situation, your family, I try to grab all of that because it'll all tie back to how does it affect your music, how does it affect your pen and your artistry. And that's what I try to accomplish.
That's what it is. That's dope. That's dope. Where can they catch this platform? Like, tell us when they could check you out on that platform.
Quarantine and Rap is mostly every Thursdays, 9 o'clock on my Facebook page.
So it's Facebook Live.
Yeah, it's the main platform is Facebook Live, but now we attached. We also do it live. So at the same time, it'll be live from my YouTube channel as well.
So YouTube and Facebook.
Yes.
That's what's up. Tap into the brother, man. He's doing his thing, man. Giving a platform for all y'all artists trying to get out there, man. And brothers and sisters need that now because COVID has really pulled a strain on New York. No venues and nothing open, so make sure y'all tap into my man. Is it rap in quarantine? Like, is it is it spelled different, or like how can they tap into to that platform?
No, it's not spelled different. It's pretty much spelled the same. Quarantine and Rap. Yeah. I do the pre-show on Instagram 30 minutes before I do the live, just to prep everybody. Like, yo, shoot over there, and because Instagram, if you're not doing a versus battle, Instagram only allows regular live streams to go 60 minutes. So with Facebook, there's no cutoff.
There's no limit.
Exactly. And so basically, I go to Instagram to try to get everybody to go over to either Facebook or YouTube so that they could tune in live.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. So where it all started, coming Halloween, or like I said, if it's after Halloween 2020, go get that. You know what I'm saying? Get some advice to those, especially now, man, because we're in a really crazy time with COVID, and like you said, police brutality. The political situation is crazy. Get some advice to those artists checking us out now to keep them focused.
Be yourself. Be original. Don't let these industry artists scam you. Think of better ways to invest your money. Instead of paying $600-700 to be on a mixtape that you're not gonna get royalties from, take that money and invest in PR. Take that money and invest in a photo shoot. Book exactly. Get your setup going, because with COVID going on, not everybody has studios open. Invest in your own setup and just
get yourself right.
Exactly. Just, be original. We're in tough times. Speak your truth. Not everything is popping bottles and cars and plastic bodies. Be original. Be an artist. Speak to the people. And if you're gonna do that type of music, at least introduce us to a part of your life to gear us for how far you've come. You know, go from having roaches in your place to, you know, standing on top of the entire Empire State. Exactly. So, be original, be yourself, and be honest. Speak your truth.
And that's what it is, man. I'm here with my man Ray Pearson. It's going down. Where it all started. Make sure y'all get that. If, like I said, if it's at the Halloween 2020, make sure y'all get that. All platforms and all that. I'm sure my man's going to have some music videos out as well. So make sure you tap into him. In fact, let's get into that. Where can people follow you on Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff so they can tap into your network?
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at It's Ray Pearson. Follow me on Spotify. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/Ray Pearson. Subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I post. And you know what I mean? Right, enjoy the journey.
And it's ITS or ITZ or?
ITS.
Okay, no. So no Ebonics, shout out to Big L, but no Ebonics. And that's what it is, my man Ray, Ray Pearson in the building. We doing it up, man. Bronx, and Bronx, man, foundation, all right? It's going down. I'm your man, Big Vegg. Ray Pearson holding it down. Where it all started, man. Make sure y'all get that, all right? See y'all next time. Peace.